everybody. Welcome to this episode of So Much Genergy. It's me, Jenny McKinney, and I am here running solo. Well, so high, but so low. All right, so this week I want to share some fun things that have actually happened to me. I have been working on my gratitude practice and funny things that have been happening in life. And so we have a hot tub, and that's not, oh, look at us, we have a hot tub. We've had it for a few years. And it's basically like a Yeti cooler that's hot. That's what it is similar to. Like a four-person Yeti cooler that's hot, filled with hot water, right? So it's right under the trees in the backyard, and we have this massive, beautiful oak tree back there. She is gorgeous. And she likes to like spit all these acorns all over and all the leaves and all the things, and plus the squirrels run all over out on her branches and jump on the roof and all that fun stuff. So I get in the hot tub the other night, and I was out there with the full moon, and and one of the acorns must have been in the tub and must have like caught some of the jet, and it came up and touched me, and I thought my soul left my body. Right, this is coming off of the heels of talking about like UFOs. I talk to dead people. I talk to them when I'm in the hot tub because water is a conduit, and I love to just put it out there like, hey, if anybody wants to chit chat, like, while I'm relaxing, this is fine. But no, for something to come up out of the water almost made me lose my soul. Oh my gosh. And then this morning I was at the grocery store, and I was I was gonna buy this piece of salmon, and it was on sale, and it said it was good by this date. And so I was staring ahead of me and moving my fingers back because I was like visually trying to, because I only knew the date of Friday, and I left my phone in the car, and I didn't. Oh, now that I say that, I did have a calendar in my purse, dingus. Okay, but I forgot about that, and I knew the date for Friday was going to be the 12th, so I was backtracking like, oh, what's today's date? And so I'm moving my finger back, and I'm staring off in front of me, and this cute little old guy walks up to me, and he's like, are y'all talking to that snowman? Because there was like an outdoor snowman on top of the like little fish cooler. Like, no, sir, I'm talking to dead people. I'm not talking to this snowman. Like, what the heck? And then I did have to ask him if today was the 8th. Oops. Which he was helpful, so we did have a good laugh about that. We have a Facebook group here that people get in, and they it's kind of like, it's supposed to be a comedy channel, but really it's people talking junk about like different restaurants and things like that. That's what I've come to realize. Um, so most of the time I ignore it, but there was a post in there the other day that a lady posted that she was so disgusted by a portal potty. She put it was a portal potty. And I was like, well, actually, sometimes I feel like I'm in another dimension, when you go in there, because you have to hold your breath for so long, or like stare off into the stars and not look at what's going on around you. But portal potty, I think we should all start using that, especially in these times, right? Uh, oh, and then this was super cool. I'm just checking my notes, so I didn't forget anything fun to tell you about. I went to volunteer last weekend, so um for those of you know that in this area, so we live in Johnson City, and then over in a few towns over is Irwin, and Irwin was the farthest city north to get hit by Hurricane Helene, and it wiped out like our kayaking and our river community over there, and a lot of businesses and a lot of things had happened there. So I found their website that had been asking for volunteers that they needed help, which I thought was for the river cleanup, and I misunderstood. So it was to help clean up the park actually where the campers had gotten flooded, where the staff lived from the rafters, the people that would, the guides. And so I volunteered, and that's where, if you saw my live, I was actually on my way there to volunteer, and the road had gotten washed out. I was stopped at a train, and once I got past that train, then I saw where we that park wasn't open because the road had been washed out. And so now the road's fixed, and they needed help just kind of cleaning the leaves out of the campers, to kind of get things ready and cleaned up for the winter so that it's not so rough in the spring. And so I go there, and we have to do leaf cleanup. I was going to take the leaf blower, but I have like a small yard leaf blower. Remember my leaf vacuum? I should have taken that. That probably would have been helpful, but I mean that would have been a lot of work to try to get it out there. But I took the I took a rake. Okay, I just took a rake. It's manual labor, but I have this little baby beach kind of leaf blower, and it uses a battery, and it's great. But after about a battery, I am usually done. So it's just enough to get the sidewalk and the driveway, right? Not anything magical. I probably would have looked so silly. Josh was like, that would be embarrassing. Don't even take that. Okay, so I won't. So I took a rake, raked for 3 hours, met this girl, and her family. They were super cute. They had been, their bridge had gotten washed out from Helene, so they were actually stuck on the other side and you couldn't get to the park that they were trying to support all the time. Um, Another girl I met, she actually lived there, in one of the campers while her home, because her home got washed away, which is devastating. And so there was just still a lot of energy in the land, um, which I was affected by. After I got home, I did have a quick cry. But I met this lady, and while we were chit chatting, taking a rake break, um, it was really interesting because, pause that story. Okay, bear with me. When I was leaving in the morning, they said to bring a day pack. Well, I do have like a water pack and a small backpack and other things like that, but something kept telling me take this specific bag, which is a recycled cement bag that has an elephant on it. And I'm like, okay, but it's going to keep slinging all over if my water's in there. So I thought, this is not economical and doesn't make sense, but I'm going to take it because I'm being pushed to take it, right? So I take it, and then when I'm talking to this lady, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love your bag." And I said, "Oh, thanks." She's like, "Oh my gosh, elephants were my mom's spirit animal, and she passed." And she's like, I mean, and I said, you know what's crazy? I wasn't even going to bring this bag, but then something kept telling me, and then I showed her I have a little elephant tattoo on my wrist, and she starts crying and tells me like it's meant to be, and like we're hugging, and so that was just so cute. So I'm just sharing that because I want you to know that if you are feeling pushed to do something, or if you have a message or you're getting an intuition message, then um to take that into account. Yeah. So yeah, take that into account when you are feeling nudged to do something. There's a reason. Okay, then I know I had mentioned before about my hip hop workout class, so I would go to that every Tuesday, and it got moved. So the gym decided they're going to stop doing classes, they're going to insert more equipment in there. Okay. So the hip hop workout class got moved to the senior center. Yeah, you heard me right. The senior center. Over 50. I called. I asked, "Can I get in if I'm 49 and a half?" No, I'm sorry. So if anyone can make a fake ID for me, let me know. I started thinking about like hip hop workout at the senior center, right? Like little geriatrics. Um, so it shouldn't be called, or really shouldn't this be called don't bust a hip hop workout? Shake that flat ass with that squishy diaper. Geriatric with a K at the end, right? Because there's going to be a trick if you're, over there doing it and you're shaking your booty. So while Jennifer, the instructor, says, feel the burn, they don't know if that's arthritis or they're the Holy Spirit coming in. Oh my gosh. And then when she tells them to wave their hands in the air like they just don't care, it's only with one hand because the other one's holding onto a chair for balance. I mean, at the senior center, what the heck? I know, it's just so crazy. So, yeah, I just want to share those funny stories that have happened this week. Uh, Jeff Jones and I will be back again next week, and yeah, oh, also, there's a age of disclosure. You know how we were talking about the aliens thing? Tabitha, our buddy, shared that there's a discussion coming up about that. So I'm excited, and I'll let you know how that goes. And oh, I just want to say thank you also to everybody that came out to the healing circle yesterday, the healing prayer circle. Thank you so much. It was such a magical experience. Let me just tell you a few things that had happened in that, just so you know. If you're on the fence of trying to figure out, like, do you want to come? Do you not want to go? Like, what do you want to do with this? So every month, the first Sunday of the month, I offer a free healing prayer circle. What I do is I personally ask Spirit and the healing teams to kind of come in and work on the people in the group. So specifically, so if you want to bring your healing energy to the group, or if you need healing, or you know somebody that needs healing, please come to that. It's free and you don't have to do anything. Okay. It's just, um, but oh my gosh, what I find is like there's times where energy is so intense. Like last night, the theme for me during the healing was fire. There was lots and lots of fire for everybody. There was, people had back, or I'm sorry, neck and shoulder pain from like all the pressure on them from the holidays, and I could feel that. So I asked Spirit to kind of come in and help them release that. There were people that had let's see, changes in their business, different things coming up for them, stomach aches. One lady, Spirit showed me she had football pads on, then like everything was stacked up on top of her, but like it was a message of like, hey, everything's being supported, you're being supported and protected, but at the same time, it's still stacking up because I could see it all super busy. Then when we did the earth energy healing, it was amazing because sometimes I go down into the earth and we heal it from that. And then other times we go out to the sky. And the super cool part is that a lot of us will have very similar experiences. So the frequency I turned on yesterday was a higher frequency. So it was like 963 hertz when normally we'll do about 430 hertz. And we all went out to the universe. We were healing it from the universe in. So that was pretty cool. Um, because it was very similar for all of us to do the, and so we just kind of chat about different things that we have feeling. Plus, in there, I kept getting like all these crazy intuitive messages of like things I should be doing for my business. I mean, I had like a full page of notes just from this healing session of different things. So, um, and different things were coming in for people that weren't even in the group. So, I mean, healing energy is just so amazing and intense, and it's it's great. And just to share too, everybody gets messages in different ways, and I did want to share. I love that our friend Tabitha that comes in. She has amazing energy, and she always hears music. So she'll share different songs that are coming in like for the group or for somebody. Not that it happens every month, but she gets music a lot. So I love that we all have different abilities and different ways to connect with different messages and um, just different things, and like we get to bring our own little cool scents. And same thing with Chrissy, we've been friends for a long time. And it's just been so great, like just to have that circle. So the next one's January 4th. You can put it on your calendar. It's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to reach out. You can email me at feelthegenergy@gmail.com to let me know you want to be put on the list, and I can get you on that list. And then yeah, I'll see you next month. But we'll be back again next week with Jeff Jones, and we'll talk to you then. I hope you have an amazing week. Oh, one more, well, two more quick things. Speaking of the healing circle, I wanted to share that when I had a quick cry after the session that I volunteered for, I could feel that me just being in that space was helping to heal the earth energy. So I just want to share that if you're a sensitive person and you feel overwhelmed, that there is a bigger reason why you might be in a certain space or in a certain group or something like that. So I could feel that me just being there, and plus I could feel my spirit like connecting with other people and just like healing the earth. Me just raking the earth literally was just like combing the earth, like letting her know that it was going to be okay and we're going to get through this, and she can, regrow all the things, and that the water's gone and all that. So I just had like a really good conversation. And you should talk to the things. Talk to all the things. The grass, the trees, the animals, all the things. Talk to it. And the second thing, shoot, what was the second thing? I don't remember. Um Healing circle, email. Okay, well, I'm not sure, but it'll come to me after I log off. So I'll see you next time. Oh, yes. Okay, I do remember. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay. Solar flares. So today and tomorrow, so the 8th and the 9th are solar flares. So I just wanted to share a quick little snippet of there's a G3 solar storm. So these are just a quick little run through of some of the things that you might be feeling, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. It's the solar flares, okay? Uh, Lethargy and reduced drive, heightened sensory awareness, persistent auditory ringing, like ringing in your ears. That's probably like way more. Um, then thermal fluctuations, so you might get hot and cold. I've already had that. I know it's like it's not, it should be hormonal, but I have my hormones under control, and it's like the past 2 days I've been like on fire. Um, Unresolved tension, memory lapses, intensified emotions, rapid sensory overload, and those are just as few to name. But I'll put the a link to the little to the things that are going on down below. So I'll see you again next week, and thanks for being here. Okay, bye.